It looks like the bull market is back. The markets are pumping. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and alternative coins are pumping as well. So in this video, we're going to cover everything you need to know about what is going on. First thing we got to do is look at coin market cap. This is typically where I go to kind of see what's going on in the market, right? First thing I look at usually is going to be the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and also the fear and greed index. Right now, it just means that people are greedy right now. Everybody's coming in. A lot of people, especially who have been sitting on the sidelines, have been putting money back into the markets, switching their stables into coins. So a lot of the people who are already been in the market are starting to buy coins once again. Now, that doesn't mean that a lot of people outside of crypto are coming in. I don't think there's that much volume quite yet because the views on YouTube and everything like that has still kind of been stagnant. So my personal feeling is that it's just the people who have been around coming back into the market. As you know, if you've been following the crypto for a while, Ethereum over the past 7 days have went from 1.8 all the way to 2.1, and now it's at 2,000. We've seen other coins pump quite a lot over the past 7 days. We've seen like Solana pump a lot. We see Polygon pumping, Avalanche pumping a lot. So it's a lot of the ecosystem plays, right? A lot of layer ones and layer twos. So these are the things you have to watch out for. Typically how it works, just from my experience, is that when the main coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum start pumping, it goes up a bit, and then people start taking profits and they move it into layer ones, meaning Solana, Avalanche, even some layer twos like Polygon, as well as Immutable X. From there, what typically happens is people take profits and they rotate it into smaller coins. So there's different niches. There's like AI tokens. There's GameFi as well. GameFi has been popping off recently. After the alternative coins and all that, people then want to flex and they buy NFTs, right? Usually NFTs are more the later stages. There's definitely more volume in NFTs compared to before. Like we see like over the past, let's say 7 days, the percentage change volume has increased a lot. A lot of people are buying CryptoPunks right now, and the other ones aren't as crazy as before. The floors are not pumping like crazy, but you know, there is more volume, right? So I would say right now, my personal take is if you're trading, right, I would probably focus more on the alternative coins for the time being, because I don't think the volume is going to move into NFTs like that hard over the next week or so. And also if you're into meme coins and things like that, those have been going constantly. So a lot of people are like 10xing their money even more just from trading these meme coins, right? Which is a whole different niche in itself, where you can turn $5,000 into $100,000 real quick, or you can lose everything real fast, right? It's all speculation right now, right? So you got to think like, are people going to be using these tokens like 5 years from now? It remains to be seen, but the reason why everything pumps is just speculation, right? We even see like FTX token, which, everybody knows the whole FTX fiasco where it like pretty much like went to like $1. Even in the last 7 days, like it went from like $1 all the way to like almost $4. I mean, they're going to like relaunch and all that stuff, but even a token that like was the epitome of like a scam and everything is pumping up double and triple. So that's just how the market works, right? Welcome to the bull market. It's not really the bull market right now. I think it's just early signs of people being more confident, but until we see like these crazy runs and retail coming in and your grandma wants to buy crypto, that's really where the bull market happens. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some NFT news. First thing I'm gonna talk about is NFT gaming real quick, and then this is a clip from the Roblox CEO. Basically in this video, he's basically saying that he has this idea where maybe one day in the future they will implement NFTs into Roblox, where you have an asset or a digital collectible in one game, you could port it to another game. And so that's a future that he's thinking about, right? And so we're going to see a lot of these large gaming companies start moving into crypto. They're all thinking about it already. There's a lot of money to be made in crypto. They're just trying to figure out the right sustainable way to do it. So we see Roblox do it, but we see news from Ubisoft and Immutable X being one of the largest layer 2 chains, and also they have one of the biggest funds when it comes to GameFi or gaming investments in crypto. They have a strategic partnership with Ubisoft. So my guess is how this works is Ubisoft is going to make the games, Immutable is going to do all of the crypto back end kind of things, which typically how it works for other gaming studios as well. And then they're just going to let Immutable do kind of all the work and the tokenomics and all those things, while Ubisoft focus on the games, right? They didn't give too much detail on how the partnership will work, but that's just my personal guess based on my conversations with other companies in the space as well. So overall, gaming is going to be pretty bullish. You see like Alex Becker and Alio Trades and like all these other influencers as well saying that gaming could potentially take off separate from crypto, just because people love games, people love speculating on games, and it's like one of the more practical use cases. I mean, gaming, to be honest, like a lot of these games, no offense or anything, it's kind of like they're almost like casinos with a gaming skin on top, and people love to gamble. That's why everyone's called a degen. And so you just got to understand that's what it is, right? People gambling, people speculating that the price of a token is going to go up. It doesn't really matter what the token is used for, as long as someone believes it's going to go up. As long as you're not the last one holding the bag, that's the true game that you need to understand so you don't get wrecked in this market. And right now, one of the more popular games that's getting a lot of traction I found is this game Pixels, and it's on the Ronin Network. Ronin is the coin that's related to Axie Infinity. I mean, essentially it's just like this game where you're able to farm berries and things like that. The whole point of it is like you play this game so that you can earn a token, right? So it's kind of like that whole tokenomics thing going again, where you play the game, you buy the assets, whatever the case is, to get tokens, and then those tokens may be used to get yield and get more tokens. So it's like one of those games where, you know, the money keeps multiplying until it goes down, right? Just be careful, you know, when you play these games, understand that would a non-crypto person play it? Always ask yourself that. And second, the people that are playing, what is their incentive, right? Are they making money from playing this game? Are people talking about it because, you know, this game paid for advertising space on these publications? Are they retweeting it? That's definitely a possibility. So I'm not saying this game is good or bad. I'm just saying like the reason for why people play games is because it's a game to make money, right? Because if the game was a standalone and you couldn't make money, then they should sell it on Steam, right? But obviously they're not going to do that because they need to make money. Treeverse is another game that I kind of was put on my radar. It's an MMORPG by Endless Clouds, which is, if you know this guy Loopify, you know, he's basically building this project, and I believe he's the lead there. So for Treeverse, they've been building this for like many years, because I remember when I got into the NFT space, this project had already existed. Basically, it's an MMORPG. They have multiple NFT collections already. They have a couple games. They have Treeverse, they have Capsule Heroes. The main thing I kind of want to say is like, you know, for Treeverse, they actually have been making a lot of progress in the game. The game itself looks good for a Web3 game. Is it great for a Web2 game? I'll leave that up to you to decide. And the main thing here is that they're going to drop a token called Cloud, right? You know, that's going to be their gaming token that kind of funds this whole ecosystem for Treeverse now, Capsule Heroes, and then what next, right? As long as they have money, they can continuously build games, and they're going to drop a token. Now, there's not a lot of information on how they're going to drop the token. Maybe you need Treeverse assets. They have different assets. They're the timeless characters, which is just for cosmetics, and I believe they're going to use these avatars in the different games that they have. They have the plots, which allow you to like grow things, that allow you to get power-ups in the game Treeverse, and they have these trees, which I'm sure they also like some kind of power up within the game. Do you need these NFTs to potentially get token allocation? It's not clear yet. I mean, there's like literally like nothing on their website, but they're dropping a token, and they're one of the more interesting projects that has like working games. So definitely something to check out if you are into NFT gaming. And so with that said, that's everything we got to cover for this video. And if you want to keep up to date with everything that's going on in the NFT and crypto market, make sure to pick up a Parallax Genesis. That's our project for the Parallax, where we talk about alpha and everything that's going on in the space. So if you want to get started with that, link is in the description, and I will see you in the next one.